Here's how to change your life. Most people get this wrong, and that's why they struggle. They don't understand one simple truth. Success is a season, so is failure. Neither lasts forever. You wasted 2024. Fine, that chapter is closed now. But if 2025 looks the same, that's on you. You don't have a motivation problem, you have a pattern problem. Your brain doesn't care about what you want, it follows what you repeat. See, your brain is a pattern machine. It's always watching and learning from what you do. You hit the gym for a week, your brain says, okay, we are a gym person now. You eat junk food for a week, your brain says, alright, that's our new norm. Your brain adapts to whatever you feed it. You do 80% of the wrong stuff and 20% of the right stuff and expect life to change. Like, that's not how it works, bro. That's like eating garbage all week and thinking one healthy meal fixes you. Life don't care about your vision board. It cares about what you do. You don't get what you dream about. You get what you tolerate. Your brain doesn't follow your goals. It follows your action. You want to change? Then you have to retrain your brain. Here's the kicker. Boredom is the final boss before momentum. Your brain will fight you every step of the way. It wants comfort. It wants easy. Most people quit when it gets boring, but this is where winners push through. Your brain isn't wired for instant gratification, it's wired for repetitions. If you want to make real progress, it takes repetitions, the hard stuff over and over again. The more you push through, the more your brain starts to rewire itself, the more automatic those habits become. If your life haven't changed, it's because you have been repeating the wrong habits. You are what you repeat, and your brain's been trained to keep you stuck in the same loop. Don't just talk about 2025, build it. Stop waiting, start now. Every hard choice you make is you setting a new standard for what your brain accepts. 2024 was the warning shot. 2025 is the season you change. The version of you that shows up is shaped by what you repeat. But if you can't see a target, you can't hit it. You say you want to fix your life, be better, cool, but better isn't a strategy, it's a feeling. And your brain doesn't follow feelings, it follows clarity. The reason most people stay stuck isn't because they are lazy, it's because they are vague. I want to get my life together. What does that even mean? Your brain hears that and files it under ignore. You need clarity, you need a target. Here's where neuroscience comes in. Your brain runs off repetition, but it also needs specificity. This is where your Reticular Activation System, RAS for short form, comes into the play. The RAS is the part of your brain that filters your reality. It decides what gets your attention and what doesn't. Think about it like this. You ever learn a new word and suddenly start hearing it everywhere? That's your RAS. When you set a clear target, your brain starts focusing on the things that will get you closer to that goal. Your habits, better decisions, opportunities. But without a clear target, your brain doesn't know where to direct its energy. It's like a GPS without an address. It just wanders. It doesn't drift towards greatness. It drifts toward comfort. Your brain is like a thermostat. It doesn't chase goals. It remains whatever setting you have been repeating. Change the setting and your life starts recalibrating. So if you're not seeing the results you want, it's because you haven't defined a clear goal. When you give your brain clarity, it gives you momentum. Now let's talk about identity. You may say things like, I'm not disciplined, I've always been this way, I'm just lost. Guess what? Every time you think that way, your brain listens and adapts to that identity. Your brain literally builds circuits that reinforces that version of you. You're not just thinking like a loser, you're becoming one, neurologically. But here's the reframe. Instead of saying, I'm not disciplined, ask yourself, what would the successful version of me do right now? This simple question shifts your focus from the person you have been to the person you're becoming. You're no longer thinking from a place of deficiency. You're thinking like the future version of yourself, the successful one, the disciplined one, the one who's already changed. This is called identity-based programming. You're literally rewiring your brain to act in the alignment with the person you want to become. This is the power of self-directed neuroplasticity. You think differently, you act differently, your brain rewires accordingly. Every action you take from the new mindset reinforces the changes. But again, none of this works unless you have clarity. You want to change your life, pick a target, and thinking about it doesn't make it real. Doing the rep does, because action is what signals your brain to change. Repetition is what rewires it. You don't become a new person by hoping. You become one by behaving differently consistently. So don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for the perfect plan. Action beats inspiration every time. Set the target, do the reps over and over, even when it's boring, especially when it's boring. That's how you break the loop. That's how you build the life. That's how 2025 becomes different. Not by talking about changes, but by training it. You're not stuck. You're just rehearsing the wrong script. Rewrite it and then live it, one rep at a time. And if you've been trying to become productive, reading books, watching tips, downloading apps, and none of it actually worked, I made a video that actually shows you how to fix that step by step. Just a real system that works even when you don't feel like it. Watch that next. Because if you can't master your time, you can't master your life.